Damn, that's hot.
That's the only hint. That's the only hint for the new song is you can kind of see her nips in the album cover. Can you believe someone guessed?
Are we recording?
Are we recording? We are recording. Can you believe someone guessed "Smack My Bitch Up"?
Bro, I don't even... I was out with my girlfriend, and then you text that. You sent the screenshot, and I just went, what the fuck, dude? And my girlfriend was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, someone guessed "Smack My Bitch Up," dude.
Let me give credit to who guessed it. I'm beside
pissed,
myself.
Dude. I am livid.
I hate this. I thought that was going to go on forever. And
Me
then
too. I think we gave it away.
How though?
I think
Did
we were
hum
humming.
it?
I think we were humming. We got too caught up in it.
That's my bad. Don't hum this. This is a complete change of pace.
Yeah,
No.
Danny, if we were humming it in the beginning, I think I was. Take that out, please.
Yeah, it was Undisputed Datitude on YouTube. Said, could the song be Prodigy "Smack My Bitch Up"? I don't know how I gave it away. That's all on me. But I like to think that I psychically communicated it. I think there was telepathy involved, and that was the entire point of the experiment.
I was sending it out. I said, "Telefreaks."
Get this. You guys out there with weird antenna ears sticking up.
I'm doing it again right now for this song.
Trying to read the signals. Here you go.
And it's sent.
Nice.
Anyway, we just got back from the aquarium.
We just got back from the aquarium.
The National Aquarium.
What a fun time.
In Baltimore. In B-more.
I know. I do feel so silly asking my friends to go do fun stuff.
It's like, God forbid you want to have a fun time with your friends, dude.
There is an apprehension on my part to be like, oh, well, can we go record ourselves having a nice time? It feels so fucking stupid.
Yeah, but this
is where I get real about it. Yeah. This is the dark side of making nice content. But I hate myself.
This is what we're doing, though. This is like, it's truly just a fun time. We're just asking them to have fun. I know. But that's the whole show.
That's what I'm saying. Even when it looks that fun, you do still feel like a total fucking dildo reaching out.
Yeah, but I don't.
But I'm totally encouraged by the dudes like posting screenshots at like a fucking minor league baseball game. Like, wow, man, you know what? You can just go do fun stuff.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah, dude. I know it sounds simple, but it bears repeating.
I know. Sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget.
So now we're getting
actually just go do fun stuff.
So we're gonna become the best at it. We're already on our way.
I think we're there.
We had a guy last night offer to teach us how to sail.
Yeah. Oh, he said not that new age shit.
None of that new shit. This is an old boat, and he said you really got to sail it.
He said you got to sail.
Ooh.
He said no $1 million automatic one button push shit.
Yeah, there's no autopilot on it. There's no auto captain on this boat.
He said 2 people, you could definitely sail that boat.
Yeah, if you could probably do it with 1, you could definitely do it with 2. Yeah. So that's the plan. This guy's gonna teach us how to sail a boat. And then we're gonna go down to Florida and we're gonna try to race Danny's sisters, who he says are
champion.
He said
sailors.
We have no chance sailing against his sisters,
who are girls, by the way.
Girls.
They're 14 and 12.
Dude, they're dead.
We are grown men.
I'm going to sabotage their vessel.
You couldn't catch them in order to do it.
Bullshit. I'm going to fire upon them. I might board them. I'm going to board them with a sword in my teeth.
You would never be able to swim fast enough to get to
the
boat. Dude, we're going to overtake them and then we're going to brake check them, dude.
They're girls.
They're just girls.
They are going to humiliate you.
Is everything okay there? Is one of you overweight?
They're probably going to have to help you.
You wish, dude. That's not true. That's not true.
No, absolutely not, man.
All right.
Where do they sail? Where do they
help
sail?
us lift the trophy?
Yeah, true.
Not in a million years, brother.
We'll see about that.
Can we get a trophy made?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'd like a
one
belt.
of theirs.
I'd like a championship belt. I don't think they'd let me take one of their trophies, but I would pillage it.
But they'll put it up because they know they're not going to lose.
Yeah, we'll see about that, dude. We're betting pink slips, dude.
Crazy. Okay.
We could use another sailboat, so yeah.
Yeah,
we'll put up pinks.
Yeah, I could use another sailboat, dude.
That's ours. We're going to take the vessel. We're bringing the vessel back to the queen.
Oh,
dude.
They're going to humble you, dude.
No, dude.
You're going to learn how to sail in the Delaware. You're going to get to the open ocean and just fumble it.
I mean, we're going open ocean sailing?
We're going straight to England. Yeah. We're racing 2 teenage girls to England with sailboats. and the whole time
Your
just
sisters
hurling,
don't stand a chance, dude.
doing psychological warfare side by side.
Their boat's gonna be 300 pounds less than yours.
Dude, I'm gonna be.
That's-
They're gonna
the
be
entire-
not
flying.
We're gonna be passing them, and I'm gonna be mooning them,
Yeah,
dude.
they're gonna get tipped over by a breeze.
Yeah.
We're gonna be holding strong. I'm gonna have 2 ropes. And I'm gonna be leaning over the water, going, "Whoa!"
I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have the wheel. I'm gonna go.
Guys, this is not gonna age well.
Mark my words.
It's gonna
dude,
age
we're
like a
going to
fine wine,
crush
dude.
them. I might harpoon the bow of their ship.
Dude, little girl sailing.
No way.
No way. Thumbs down.
What do they have, like a Barbie pocket boat or something?
Dude, men have been sailing for years, dude. It's in our bones and blood.
They have an easy sail oven boat. They don't have shit on us.
Guys.
We're men.
They were born on the water. We're a water family.
Yeah, fucking water heads more like it.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Tim, how fast am I on the river?
I mean, marginally faster than maybe other people, and I'm not sure what the edge is.
You can just lie to everyone, dude. You're river freaks, and you're just lying to us,
Bro, come on, man.
Guys.
dude. We're
You're
gonna wipe
bluffing.
the floor.
You're
We're gonna-
bluffing right now. You're hoping we go, oh, okay, it wouldn't be that funny to compete with them. Now we have to grind
Yeah.
them into the dust.
dude.
I want you guys to try really hard.
I'm going to try. I wouldn't even have to try that hard, dude.
We're
They're
getting the
girls.
same win. There's only one win.
So true. We're next to them.
Dude, you don't even know shit about tacking. You're not gonna have.
I'm not going to waste my time with tacking.
Bro.
I'm going to sail.
3 sails to the wind.
I mean, you're gonna go in a fucking circle, dude.
Dude,
I'm just gonna
yeah,
put-
circles around them.
Yeah.
I'm going to sail circles around your
We're just gonna put the sails up and win. Simply. That's how.
Guys,
It's way
so much
easier.
harder than you think it's gonna be.
crazy, dude.
bro.
You get in the water and the wind pushes you. How much more could there
Oh.
be?
Dude,
brother.
Polynesian sail, dude.
You
How
guys
hard
don't
that be?
know
Yeah. Yeah. Guys who have like paddles with like their entire family history carved into it because they haven't invented books yet can sail. We're going to be fine.
How
man.
hard is it, dude?
How hard is it?
We're gonna make sure you guys have life vest.
Dudes figured out how to sail before inventing clothes.
True.
Not sweating it.
Cavemen sailed.
I seen you try to start a fire. Those same people also started fires.
I can start a fire.
Danny, you're not
Way
talking
easily.
about the lake house, are you? That's a low blow. That, first of all, irrelevant. Second, I was
Well,
already.
those are the same people that learned how to sail. The same.
I
that
was
could
already
create
fucked up.
fire.
Oh, Tim's Water Nation.
I was
He's
already
not Fire
fucking-
Nation.
yeah, Fire Nation.
You're Fire Nation because you're evil, dude.
I'm not a volcano guy. What the heck? If anything, I'm a fucking air guy. Fire guy? No way. Maybe an ice guy.
Where's my super suit?
Where's? Not gonna. I mean, well, I'm sorry to Danny's little sisters if you're out there watching this.
Yeah.
If you're so proud of your brother and the show he's making, and you check this out just to find out that your reckoning is upon you.
I'm gonna use the sails from your boat to wipe my butt, dude. Have fun with it while you can, because I'm gonna take it from you.
I'm gonna make a diaper out of your sail.
Yeah, for my big baby.
I'm gonna get a gigantic baby and wrap your sail as a diaper around him.
Just you wait, so we can shit and piss in it. But
Third-
I'm not gonna change him.
A 13-foot baby just wrapped in the sail of your wrecked ship, halfway between here and fucking North Carolina.
We're gonna have to sink it.
Unfortunately, we might have to kill his sisters. We're gonna make them walk the plank.
And
You
Danny
guys
said we
aren't
could
catching
do
on that
this.
sick.
I mean, it's like, okay, dude, whatever
you
you
say
say.
that now, and then watch when we're inching closer and closer, you're gonna start biting your nails. You're
Dude,
gonna go. You're gonna get the, like chattery teeth from this cartoon character.
No, I'm just gonna meet them at the end of the race with ice cream.
I'm gonna teabag the
Reward
mast.
them for their win.
More like
and
the end of
then
the road.
Then I'm gonna have them come back and help you guys out.
Dude, no dude. You're gonna need to help them before
Not
they even.
a chance,
We're gonna.
dude.
That's us. That's us off the
We're gonna
lot.
have a trade route established before they even get going.
We're gonna be talking to natives, dude, before they even get there.
We're gonna bring back slavery before they reach the destination.
and that's a guarantee.
That's the field tripping guarantee. Yeah, that's our stated purpose.
Yeah,
But yeah, the aquarium was pretty fucking fun.
it was so sick.
I could have walked around in that harbor all day. I love that shit.
I wish we could have spent more time there.
And I do spare some time to do touristy stuff wherever I go because it's like
I think it's fun. Touristy stuff is fun. That's why it's a big thing.
It's accessible. You understand what you're supposed to like about it. You don't watch it and go, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What is the point to all this? You go, oh, okay, yeah, there's a big boat. They fire a cannon off of it. You buy a T-shirt about it.
Yeah.
There's a cannon on the dock. You pretend that it's going up your butt.
Yeah.
You know exactly what's going on with that shit. And it allows you to kind of sink back into, your child's mind.
I mean, I'm fully there, dude. I love it. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, it was great.
I really wanted to get onto those paddle boats. Those paddle boats look like so much fun.
If we weren't such big fat guys and therefore requiring more boat. Fuck. Yeah, we were too big for the harbor attraction of riding a fake pirate ship.
I think we could have gotten if we got 2 boats, we would have fit.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not in the budget.
It's not in the budget.
There was a part of the harbor I went to battle. There was a part of the harbor. So we're sitting in the episode. We're sitting on a picnic bench behind the aquarium, but around the whole harbor, there's like shops, gift shops, like restaurants or like food stands even. And it's like, it's a nice little walk. But the second floor, I guess because of COVID, because of the scamdemic, everything was abandoned. Like there was like an Irish pub that was abandoned.
There's nothing left.
So the second floor of all these shops was just empty. And we were trying to set up our cameras up there to that would be our location shot. And we got greedy. There were a couple of like places that were kind of accessible to the public, but they were overrun with smelly homeless people.
Yeah. If they're allowed to hang out up there, why can't we? That was my big thought.
That was the thinking. However, we went over. So think about it like a second floor walkway on top of like retail shops, and the second floor walkway, everything was abandoned, and every once in a while that you see like a little landing with a shade over it and a set of like chairs and maybe a table, like all wicker stuff, and all of them had homeless dudes posted up, basically carving out a life for themselves. Not gonna fault them for it.
No,
they're unhoused, man. They need somewhere. They should be sitting above a fucking crab gift shop. if you're homeless, there's living above a crab gift shop, pooping outside is a human right, dude.
Being homeless in the Inner Harbor seems not that bad.
Being unhoused with the seagulls pooping on the crab shop.
Yeah. Bathing in the Inner Harbor.
But we said
sunbathing on the beach.
We could go get a homeless Airbnb up there.
Yeah.
But there's a roof deck for an abandoned Irish pub. And why don't we go try to set up there because they still had some tables out. Like
they had a full setup. They really up and left.
It was going to look so good.
It was
going to look so good. There was a beautiful ship right behind us. We were going to be making some of the nicest looking content ever.
Cinema.
And just as we finished setting up, 2 fat black lady security guards showed up, and I knew it was time to like throw down charm wise. It was charm battle, and I almost got it done. This was so tough.
Their concern was just that we were taking chairs in a spot that there shouldn't be chairs. We could have moved over to the next one.
We could have, but
with those chairs.
So Danny's, screwing cameras on the tripods, doing all the stuff he does, connecting stuff, and they come over and they go, "What the hell are y'all doing over here?" Like, kind of. They weren't like, "Get out of here." They were like, you guys aren't supposed to be here. Yeah, she said, this, not to sound rude, but are you white boys playing too goddamn much? She said, "Now look, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like y'all are playing too goddamn much up here."
Man, we were just playing a little bit.
I went, "Ma'am, you caught us red-handed. We are playing too goddamn much up here." And I started to work. I started to finesse though, and I was just like, "Look, we're not hurting anybody. We're not going to bother anybody. You're not even going to know we're here.
Yeah.
Forget you saw us for like an hour. You'll never see us again." And she was like, "Hi, get out of here in an hour." And then their supervisor came as backup. Like he came up so we're on the second floor. We're still outside. Up the stairs comes
Stone Cold music plays.
An old black guy, security guard. And it was like, I didn't have a shot.
No.
Right when I
saw him, I was like, "Fuck, we're done. We're done for."
Well, because it's two. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty of this. It's 2 completely different approaches. If you're dealing with like a fat black lady front desk receptionist type / security guard, same thing. you kind of do a little song and dance for them, and they go white boy crazy.
Yeah,
they go you are too stupid.
Yeah,
and you go nah, stop. I know you are. What am I? And they go, boy, if you don't,
that's
and you
it.
eventually get what you're looking for. Old black guys. You have a chance if you can prove that like you're kind of serious and you work hard.
Yeah,
like
you need to be respectful.
Yeah, you pull your pants up and you
need
go,
to be so
hey,
respectful.
you know, you don't call him old head, but you treat him like old head.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The problem is that he caught me dealing with the black lady. He caught me being too stupid, and there was no coming back from it. And he said, "You better pack that shit up." And I was like, "Yes, sir. We're out of here." And that was the end of our beautiful shot for our television show.
When I saw the two ladies come up, what did I say? I was like, Tim, this is where you shine.
He said, Tim, get him.
I knew you had it. You I was certain. I was like, oh, I continued setting up because I was that confident.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you can't set up here. Daddy didn't even break his stride. And I said, step aside.
Sam and Patrick bolted though. They were gone.
Yeah.
Then I saw the dude. I was like, we're fucked. We're fucked.
Yeah, we were fucked.
But
but the point is, I tried. Maybe I got to work on my fucking old black guy finesse. You
just got caught. You got caught red-handed.
Yeah, I was in Miss Yolanda mode, and then Mr. Earl mode was too abrupt of a change to make. And he was like, "I saw you being sweet to them.
Yeah.
Don't come over here and yes sir handshake me. I saw you acting a damn fool. not more than 30 seconds ago, I saw you acting a damn fool with my beautiful fat security guards. Now, I don't take too kindly to you acting a damn fool with my beautiful, buxom security.
My
ladies.
big, beautiful Nubian queens over there.
Now, don't old head me, for I crack you upside your head. And I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're moving. And so we set up in the other area, and we had a nice day anyway.
Yeah, we found we were behind the museum. We had to travel quite a bit to find this location, but
it was worth it.
Yeah, it was beautiful, beautiful shot. You've seen it.
Oh wait, Noah.
Yeah.
Were you sitting with me when while Tim was taking a vicious shit in the visitor center?
Yes.
And people were coming out very displeased by Tim's shit.
Hold on, this is the first I'm hearing about this. What happened?
You know how you're going to take an emergency dump at the visitor center?
Yes.
People were very displeased. They were coming out and shaking their heads.
Dude, it stunk, dude. The entire visitor center stunk from your shit.
No.
Because the men's bathroom led to the counter.
Don't show off for the podcast.
No,
What?
it did. It did stink, dude.
It made it out?
Yeah.
People were upset.
Oh my God, I embarrassed myself in front of the Great Blacks and Wax.
The Great Blacks and Wax, they were, oh man.
In the Baltimore Harbor Visitor Center. No, I had no idea. How embarrassing.
I don't think they knew it was you, but they knew something was wicked.
Well, thank God I look incredibly physically fit. They look at me and they go, there's no way this guy's putting out stinky dumps.
They go, Edgar Allan Poe, Baltimore legend. What is he? He's not shitting.
The ghost of Edgar Allan Poe ruined the Visitor Center bathroom. Yeah, that's my night at the museum.
The Great Blacks and Wax come alive. They all try to smoke crack and melt.
They all just turn into the dad from Friday.
They all turn into the old security guard.
Dude, how funny is it just standing with, so they had the wax sculptures
blacks
of famous historical black dudes. It's crazy how funny it is just standing next to them and taking a picture. It's so stupid.
There's an entire museum. I wanted to go. If the aquarium fell through, my big push was the Great Blacks and Wax Museum.
Thank God I didn't melt those things.
With your farts.
That was terrible.
The song's starting again.
Yeah, this is keeping the energy up. I'm glad I didn't go with it. I'm telepathically communicating what we're listening to, but I stopped myself. I avoided going with Pink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming out. I thought, I was like,
this
you know
what?
Better. We're working so hard. Sure. This is the secret sauce, is pumping in the tunes in the background. I thought, these boys need to hear Pink for an hour straight. And I said, no, all right, that'll get old.
No, this is much better than Pink.
Thank you. I think I made the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we were just hanging out.
What else happened there?
We hung with Sam. Sam greeted every person that walked by us during the outside conversation. He was on a PR campaign selling tickets.
Yeah, I'm starting to think he's running for office.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
I said, "Hey, how you doing?"
I hope he does.
Like
He's
Brent
got very.
Selleck.
He's the small town mayor of everywhere that he is. You know,
He's just such
the
a
mayor
likable-
from Jaws of everywhere he goes.
Just a likable, charismatic guy. Big jolly fella.
Yeah, I do feel very fortunate that we got to do that.
Me too. Just instantly, right when we saw him, it was just lights in our eyes.
Yeah, I like touching the animals. That was fun.
The jellies were really cool.
Jellies were cool.
Talking to the ladies who were dealing with the horseshoe crabs about horseshoe crab pussy.
Getting pussy.
We said, "So are these guys incels?" And she said, "No."
And I said, "Prove it." Yeah.
And then she jerked him off.
Yeah, she made him come in the water right there.
We couldn't show you that because we wouldn't be monetized, but she did jerk off all the horseshoe crabs in front of us.
And
Blue
in front of
cum.
the kids too.
Blue cum. They use that for medical research.
It's actually an incredibly rare ink. It was in a Business Insider video.
Yeah,
There's
3
only one guy.
Japanese men.
There's only one guy in the United States milking horseshoe crabs for their blue cum.
Mm-hmm.
And they use it to make you never see like a blue tennis ball court. That's where that comes from. That's all horseshoe crab cum.
That's so interesting.
I know, and that's why it's a game for the fucking wealthy, and I resent it. But it'd be a fun trade to get into.
I mean, for sure. I mean, anything artisanal.
Yeah, anything where you're squirting a little bit of goo out of a bunch of tiny slimy animals, that seems like a job I could get into.
Yeah, and then they're always like eating it too. They're always eating the rest of the shit because they kill all these animals for like a small gland, and they're like, "I gotta eat this."
Yeah,
but it
and
never.
before you ask, I do use the rest of it.
And they're like, "It never tastes good." You know, it never tastes good, but they're like, "No, it's good.
No,
this is my life."
I've been scraping it into a soup for my family, and I run a restaurant out front.
They all love it.
This is my exact YouTube algorithm, by the way.
Me too.
That and the guy who goes around reviewing guardrails. Steve the guardrail
Steve
guy.
the guardrail guy.
Who's I'm telling you this right now. We're in trouble on the highway.
Every single guardrail that you see on the road is not up to regulation, I promise.
Every guardrail is installed incorrectly or designed wrong, so it's going to impale your child. And that's exactly what happened to Steve the guardrail guy. If you don't believe me, looking him up on YouTube. And he's pissed, dude.
These guardrails they're designed currently to flip you onto the road so you get hit by cars and do a death spiral.
I don't understand what guardrails are supposed to do, but it seems like they're supposed to gracefully bounce you off. But the problem is that like half of them were installed upside down, and then the other half were like not updated since the 60s. And that all aside, I'm obsessed with this autistic man who lost a child to guardrails.
Danny started talking about it and it didn't even click for me. His daughter died because of his reckless driving. Not because of the guardrail. He smacked into the guardrail and his daughter died.
You're not supposed to be smacking into guardrails. Let's establish that off. He's kind of glossing over that. He's like, guardrails killed my daughter. It's like, well, you were driving.
My 7-year-old daughter was speared by a guardrail, dude.
When he describes his 7-year-old daughter being speared by a guardrail, it's like, man, that's like half of her body size.
Yeah, and he just started the video.
Like me, I could take a guardrail.
It would take out your whole belly.
Think about right here. I could get one to go through me and go, oh, and I'll be stuck on it. And you go, oh no, Tim.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll have like a dying wish or like a
You'd have like
thought.
30 seconds.
A 7-year-old would be completely
demolished.
Obliterated. They would be exploded by the edge of the highway guardrail.
Imagine seeing that. Imagine you're driving with your kid and you're a little few drinks in you. You know, you're loose.
It was a nice barbecue.
You're listening to
I had to leave
Q102.
earlier than I expected.
You're bumping.
Didn't
Katy
have time
Perry.
to sober up.
You're bumping. You're like, I got to get home. My kid has practice in the morning. Friday night. Picture that. And you're just driving down the road and then you go, oh, is that a deer? And then your daughter's dead, dude. You watch her explode.
Yep. And then 150,000 YouTube subscribers later, you're the fucking guardrail guy.
Happy birthday, Mason.
Happy birthday.
I know you like seeing the crash test dummy videos, so here's 7 crash test dummy videos and how horrific this guardrail is.
Yeah. So that's I'm full. I might go full time into YouTube autism, man.
I think that would be really cool.
I just want to see how people make stuff the old way.
That's all we do here. All we do here is watch how people make things old.
Yeah. We go, Danny, did we get that? And Danny goes, We're good. And then we run to the couch to put on YouTube videos of guys making stuff in like clay jars in the sun.
We watch a Japanese man make a boot for fucking 9 hours.
And then the boot's finished. We're like, damn, that thing sucks.
Yeah, we're like, what a gay boot.
Dude, fucking, I would never wear that shit. I just want to make him. I want to watch him make the boot. That thing. I would never fucking put that thing on my feet.
Yeah, we like watching him cut the leather.
Look like a fucking dork.
Yeah, he did. Making his one craft boot as he has a sweatshop of 9-year-olds.
Yeah,
making Tim's.
Yeah, that mass-produced stuff. That's for the Western. That's for the Baka. That one boot that takes 3 weeks to make. That's for. I don't know. It looked like it was for a girl.
It was definitely for a girl or a metrosexual man. I feel like most Japanese men are metrosexual. That could be a baseless claim, though.
It's because of the way that their pants fit and them smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, it's because they're always in suits, but that's because they're constantly working.
Yeah, they're all salarymen.
Yeah, but I feel like if you gave, I don't know if he would take it, but if you gave a Japanese man 4 days off, what would he wear?
He would kill himself. If you told a Japanese guy he wasn't allowed to go to work for 4 days, he would instantly disembowel himself.
Would he kill himself in the suit though, or would he wear like casual? Do you think he has like sweatpants?
I think he would. He would probably kneel. No, he would stay in the suit. He would kneel down in a busy crosswalk. And then another guy in a suit would cut his head off from behind him.
Very honorable.
That's just the YouTube stuff that I'm into, though.
Do you think that all those guys go to bed with like the full get up as well? Like they're wearing suits, but then when they get to bed, they put on like the full PJ set and they have like the hat. Like very Scrooge McDuck, except it's like
they're to the nines.
Yeah,
around
like
the clock.
Like they go to bed. They go to bed fresh.
I think that's their intention, but what ends up happening is they get drunk on the train on the way home, and then they just sit down somewhere with their back against the wall and they sleep there.
They love passing out on the street. That's their pastime. They love falling asleep in the fountain like Friends.
And the briefcases in Japan are on the same honor system as strollers in America. Like if you leave your stroller at the entrance to a place, you go, there's no way someone will fuck with my stroller. Japanese businessmen, they lose track of their briefcase. They're asleep with it just like flopped on the ground next to them.
It's the honor. There's so much honor. When they drink, they get a little loosey-goosey, but those sober around them go... they go, and then take newspaper and they put it over the sleeping guy and they go...
And then like an elderly shopkeeper who's wearing like more traditional garb just sweeps around him.
Sweeps up a leaf pile, puts it under his head.
Yeah,
the businessman is now sucking his thumb.
I've been there. That's what Japan is.
You've been to Japan?
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw my entire time there.
That's sick.
Yeah, we stayed in a hotel. We stayed in the new Shinjuku Hotel, I believe it was called, which is directly across the street from a large city park that had like a pretty robust homeless scene.
Really?
Yeah. And
they got him over there too.
Yeah, and these people were like, okay, so you know how like the American unhoused are kind of like running basically a viral ad campaign for Coleman tents.
Yes.
These dudes were making shelters out of like tarps, and they honestly did a pretty good job. Like all their shit looked pretty nice in the park.
Japanese ingenuity.
It wasn't just like a piece of cardboard on the ground with like empty coffee cups and piss everywhere. This was like, cats wanted to be around it. Cats were checking this shit out too.
It's because our homeless didn't get nuclear bombed. They got whipped into shape. They got genetically modified.
And they leave their shoes outside of the tent.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to keep a clean home.
Well, we were so the 95 off ramp right by here. There's the guy on the the northbound side that's been there forever. He cleans up, but on the other side where they're doing all the construction, there's a guy in a big tent, and I think they're trying to build around him.
Yeah, he has a corner like next to a fence, and then they're just kind of doing construction around him.
Do you remember Billy's setup? He had the shed hookup with like that
was under the overpass, and he would hang at the bottom of the ramp with like a sign.
Yeah,
that was the most legit homeless dude of all time.
Yeah, Billy ruled.
He would say, "Hey, I kind of clean up all the trash." It was a busy off ramp for 95. And then it immediately turned under an overpass, so it was like pretty neglected, especially by the city. So there was just like trash everywhere. And this dude would clean up, and then he'd have a sign and be like, "Yo, I did this, help me out." And then he built a pretty good shelter. I would drive by it and I go, "That guy, he's at least got a vision." You know?
He had electricity, and then
no way.
I think he was stealing it from a billboard.
Yeah,
that rules.
And then I don't know, for a little bit, back to guardrail guy. He had guardrails section off a backyard to the shed. Like he had a mini home there.
Yep.
He was
That's
crushing
so
it.
nice.
He was tiny home living, but I think honestly, it was only a matter of time. I think other homeless people kind of
they ran him out.
banging down the walls.
Fuck, dude,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah.
You'd think that they'd all be tight,
Well, I mean, he was like,
but it is lawless. It's like Warriors.
he was totally accepted by the homed,
Yeah,
by the housed.
it's like someone give him a damn house.
The housed would be like, damn, I do like that he cleaned up down here.
Dude, he
Fucking-
collected all my car trash for 3 years.
Wow.
Whenever I had trash in my car, like a bottle and the thing, I'd hand it to him. If I had change, he'd get that as well.
Damn.
But mainly trash.
human garbage can.
Wow, what happened to him?
It was an honorable service.
Have you ever seen
I'm
him?
pretty sure, like, I mean,
Well, no,
I don't
that's-
think he invested enough in security.
And he got killed.
Nah, tow truck came and towed his shed.
No.
Seriously?
The city sent a tow truck.
What a fucking dude, the city fucking sucks, dude.
Is he? You think?
Well,
that's
they cleaned up that whole area, and then the next day, more people just moved in that were shittier. Billy
Yeah.
ran it. They
Billy
should have
was
left
the
him there.
man. Damn.
Dude, that fucking sucks.
But so
Justice for Billy.
So now on the other side of that, where they're doing construction, there's the guy in the tent, and like the construction's expanding, and it's only a matter of time until they just have to like
Yeah.
bulldoze his shit.
Every day when I come to the studio, I watch and I see him, and I just see him operating, and I see his space get smaller and smaller, and I go, bro, it's almost moving day.
But I was thinking like he might have like a. Is it an eminent domain thing? There's a do you know the chemical plant in Bridesburg where there's one row home in the middle of the parking lot?
But I think that they own the house. This guy doesn't own
No.
the land.
Well, yeah, good point. But I think up against like the people,
Squatters' rights.
pretty much like.
Maybe.
If you
I
just
mean,
lay down there, they can't. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know anything about the law around.
I
there.
think that they're going to
But the
beat
way
the
I
shit out of
imagine
him.
it-
We need to get down there and support him because if he's just one homeless dude, they're going to fucking take advantage of him.
they're gonna bully him. They're gonna
like
strong arm him,
like the Chinese loggers in Brazil, dude.
or the Chinese mine operators in Africa.
Dude, the Chinese are pretty fucked.
No way.
Yes, dude.
You're right. They're playing StarCraft in real life. They've got bases everywhere.
Dude, is that not a bad thing
For them or us?
for everyone but them? I guess.
Yeah, they're
Winning,
up.
I
They're up
guess.
on the
Yeah, they're
scoreboard.
winning, but like,
I mean,
bro.
does it suck being a Chinese mine manager in Africa when they
Yeah.
realize that they could just beat the fuck out of you? Yeah, that's a pretty shitty day.
And the Uyghurs? What
Um,
about the Uyghurs?
I don't know that they're real.
You don't think so?
Let's say this: if they are real, I don't like that stuff that they do to them.
Yeah.
But
Concentration camps.
they might as well be on another planet. As far as
Western China.
as far as that impacting me,
I know, but that's still just like, you hear about it and you're like, well, these guys aren't good.
true.
You
But then
can't-
what are you
you
going to
can-
do? Hate Chinese people for what they do to Uyghurs?
I mean, maybe not for what they're doing to
No,
Uyghurs,
what
but for everything else.
No, what are you going to do? Hold them accountable for their actions worldwide? What are you talking about, man?
No.
That's anti-Chinese rhetoric.
Bad drivers.
We're going to get taken off of whatever platform. They don't like.
That's why I'm always at the Asian supermarkets. I'm hanging out in Chinatown. I got
Keep an eye
eyes
on
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Thank God.
I've
Thank
been-
God we got guys on the inside.
Yeah, dude.
China's getting too big for their britches. Who's next up, though? Who's next behind China as far as Asians getting uppity?
The
Do you think Mongolians will ever come back?
I don't think so. The Chinese will fucking squash them. Dude.
Yeah, Mongolians are basically the Germans of Asia, where
To
it's
be
like
honest
they
with
need to
you-
chill forever,
Yeah.
or they'll get fucking squashed.
I think it's gonna be India.
India does get pretty uppity. Taiwan
Can we
gets
please
pretty
stop
uppity.
counting Indians as Asian? Why?
They're in Asia.
Why?
They're in Asia.
Yeah, but
It like borders like China.
And in Europe, when you refer to an Asian, they think Indian.
Yeah, which is weird.
What?
Which is the what do they call the Chinese?
are they
then?
metric Asians? I don't agree with. No, it's a waste of time calling Indian dudes Asian.
Well,
is
I
so
don't. It's like
fucking asinine.
I'm not in regular talk. It's like I just call them Indian dudes. Like I'm not like the Asian population. If I'm talking about Asians, I'm mostly talking about not Indians.
people with pretty
yellow bellies.
pretty distinguishable features.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're not Indian.
not Indian guys, dude. Very complete distinguished features themselves.
Well, how did we get here?
Baltimore.
Yeah, right.
So-
Oh, can I say I was nervous you guys were gonna tell me I had cancer in Baltimore?
That would have been cool. Why?
I thought I was gonna die, dude. You took me to one of my favorite donut places in the world. Then
What was
I
the
got
name of
to
the donut place again?
Diablo Dough. Check it out. It's incredible.
Diablo Dough.
That has the Dubs Dough approval.
That was beautiful.
It was delicious.
Then I got to hang out with my favorite author for the day. Went to the aquarium. Then you guys took me to medieval times
Oh
for
my
dinner.
God,
medieval
dude.
times.
Oh, okay.
I
That
was
wasn't-
like, okay,
that was not for
something's up.
content. The medieval
No.
times was not for content. That
we were
was
just having fun.
That was just trying to reward the crew for making a very good show for the day.
It was like 20 minutes away. How could we not go?
Yeah, I talked about this on Dab Meet. I'm sorry if you've already heard the story, but the most notable part, I mean, everything about medieval times lived up to it. Unfortunately, they are on strike now. I had some suspicions that they were mistreating the horses, and I think you can tell, and I could be wrong here, but I think I saw a video about how there's an inhumane way of training horses where you squish their neck down to like a pretty severe angle like this. And it's like torture for them, and they'll do whatever you want.
Really?
And some of the horses at medieval times had this kind of like neck posture. And I could be totally wrong, but they're on strike, and I think I just watched a fly die. I just watched a fly collapse from the heat off of the
It's
wall.
so fucking hot in here.
They're on strike, and they mentioned horse mistreatment. Now
That makes sense.
these horses live under shopping malls,
Yeah.
so I don't know how good it can be
Yeah.
for them. I'm just saying I had a hunch. But that aside, man, watching these people just, I'm assuming they want to be actors.
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Or they're just so into LARPing.
Ooh, all right. That's
I think they're
way
probably
more
LARP
cheerful. That's way more cheerful.
I mean, especially, well, because if you think about it, if they're in like Anne Arundel, Maryland, I don't think they want to be real actors. I think that they're so into LARPing.
Think about all the other sad outcomes for people who want to be actors. Think about the people who move to LA and they end up getting like completely taken advantage of.
Yeah, but do you think? And then they just
You're
come
telling me
home.
you can't move to Baltimore going like, okay, well, this will at least pay the bills while I save up to move out to the fucking, La La Land.
Well, because I think that there's like LARPers in the area that would want to do it so much more than them.
Oh, you can't even compete
No.
with
No,
the GameStop employees who want to do this.
Because they're just like, yeah, I'm an actor. I want to get a paycheck. These people are like, this is it.
I want to be a wizard.
I want to be a horse boy. I want to pick up
Okay.
the horse shit at medieval times, and one day be a squire, and then one day be
That's nuts.
a
Going from
jouster.
LARPing to literally being paid to shovel horse shit in front of a live audience.
Yeah,
is
you run
pretty-
out in tights, dude,
What a
and you
pipeline.
shovel horse shit. And they definitely, I feel like some of them, at least most of them, I'd say, love it.
Everyone there had a really good time. The very, very funny part. Number one,
The black lady,
Us-
our waitress, she was pretty funny.
she was pretty funny. Actually, everything about it. There was so many different funny things about it. I was gonna say how rowdy we got. We got like an entire birthday party
Yeah.
section to start doing like sports chants.
Yeah, we were doing chants and claps. We were screaming. We got in the head of all the knights. We were screaming.
we
at
really
them.
we really got the Red Knight off his game.
Yeah. As he was walking away, we would scream at him, and he'd turn back and look at us.
The way that he taunted us though made me think he might be deaf. He did like a tongue out like this kind of thing, and I understand he's got to keep it PG, but it was. I'll tell you. All right, let's backtrack.
He said,
Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. We were in the Green Knight section. Directly across from us, we're on like the end of the arena. So just around the oval on the other side is the Red Knight. And the Red Knight's our sworn enemy. And we cheer for the Green Knight and we boo the Red Knight. And so they're introducing the knights one by one. And it's like, here comes the Blue Knight. And everyone's like, oh, here comes the Yellow Knight. And that's the Blue Knight's enemy. And we're like, boo, fuck you.
Boo.
Here comes the Black and White Knight. And
There
it's
you
like,
go.
oh,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
good showing. Here comes the fucking Purple Knight. We're like, fuck you, dude. You're
said
fucking
purple,
gay.
gay.
Then they introduce the Green Knight, and we're like, Green Knight! Woo! That's fun. Dude, we all go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And then they go to introduce the Red Knight, and they go, and the Red Knight. And as he's coming out, we just see the horse's head exit, and time slows down, and we're about to, we're bullfrogging vitriol, just puffed out, like ready to fully unload on this dude, and it's the only black guy in the whole place, and we go,
and we just go, boo.
No, Red Knight sucks, dude. We don't like Red Knight, dude. Red Knight fucking. I mean, like it's fine that he's competing. I just think that the thing that he represents is not good. It really.
And then me and Tim looked at each other, and Tim just went, "Who would have thought it was a black guy, dude?"
Every time there was like a kind of a quiet moment, I would look over at Noah and go, "Dude, it's a black guy."
But we still gave it to him.
We still gave him hell. But yeah, eventually we got comfortable razzing him.
And yeah, we screamed.
And then he did like a at us, like, because he missed. So they did like a skills competition where they took like the long jousting lance and they rode, and they had to try to pierce a small ring hanging from a rope. Mm-hmm. And the Green Knight did it the best.
Yeah, he got all of them. He was
truly number one, and I think we kind of lifted him to it.
He won every competition except for when it counted.
And then the Red Knight choked on that, and he had to ride back past us to go back to the stable. And we were like, "Hey, you fucking suck, dude. Nice ring, you fucking loser. You fucking gay." And at that point, we are calling him a gay pussy.
You missed it.
And he goes, "Nah, yeah." And I was like, "Oh no, that's deaf stuff. That's what deaf guys do, because they don't know how to like say things."
But I think he can't yell at us. I think they just can't say anything.
I'm hoping that's what it was.
He says, you thought he said this? He can only read lips.
Say it again. Say it again. Say that word again. Say the D word again.
Yeah, he sucked. Green Knight ruled, but then he lost. He lost sword fighting, and he lost jousting.
Yeah, that was tough to take in.
Unfortunate. I was sad.
Food was pretty funny.
The food was pretty funny.
The food was so fucking funny.
They make it.
They served us tomato soup and Texas toast, and I was just like, I can probably imagine this being old timey.
Yeah. And she said, dragon's blood. And we said, ooh,
nice. But this goes back to the point I was making on field tripping. If you go somewhere and the primary clientele is intellectually disabled children, that's easy mode for having fun.
It's made for having nothing but fun.
The fun is already there.
Nothing can be overwhelming or scary. It's just fun. She said, dragon's blood. And we said, ooh.
Yay.
And we said, because you can't
slurped out of the stone
you
bowls.
Have to eat with your hands.
Yeah.
She gave us potatoes. She said dragon's eggs, and we said ooh.
And then she broke character a couple times, but I can't recall.
She broke character when she was talking about tips. She said, "Did you have a great evening?" And we were like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, so here's my Cash App and my Venmo, and you can pay cash or credit card. Here it is."
Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah, that was cool. Good wench. Good wench would eat again.
Yeah, I would eat the wench.
Whoops, not what I meant. You know what I meant. Yeah. Would be seated in section again.
Yeah, we got pina coladas and fun frozen drinks while we were there. They want you to get fucked up at medieval times. They come around multiple times asking for drink orders.
I mean, that makes it so much more fun.
I mean, yeah, if you get like six drinks in you,
yeah,
and the Red Knight walks by,
and you lose $5,000 betting on the event.
Some slurs might have slipped in if we went 6 drinks deep and we saw the Red Knight, dude.
Dude, that's why we should really consider going to the Vegas one.
I mean, absolutely, it wasn't
all
even
white?
a question. Yeah,
Whites only.
Yeah, white.
Dude, it's way more wild because they divide it up by country.
Oh,
and everyone just razzes France.
Can we be the Mongols? That's what I would pick.
I might sign up for the Mongol Foreign Legion
or North Korea. I want to be North Korean Knights.
Yeah, so that was a great experience all around, man.
Yeah, we had such a nice time. Overall, just a great day. Danny didn't have cancer. We just had a nice time.
As far as he knows.
As far as he knows, as far as we know. What was good in the aquarium? There was a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, every
Do you
aquarium
guys,
is exactly the same.
Do you guys recall what fish Sam assigned you? Because I was so happy with the one he assigned
No,
me.
he held out on mine. He was fucking with me. He purposely didn't let me get a good fish.
He gave you the fish with the unicorn horn, which is
yeah.
a pretty cool fish.
It was a pretty cool fish.
Yeah, that was a cool fish.
I don't remember what he gave me. I saw a macho fern and I gave that to myself.
I saw a lot of fish that I thought would be fun to punch.
Yeah, I would have loved to wrestle any of those fish. One of those sturgeon. I said, "Get here, boy."
Oh yeah. And that took me back to YouTube videos of fucking caviar harvesters.
You ever see how they make they make salmon babies? When they'll get like a male fish when they're spawning and they'll just fucking bend it and it comes. It shoots cum out
That's what happens to me.
into a bucket, and then they'll take a female salmon and they'll like squeeze it, and then like eggs will shoot out and they'll put it in a bucket and they'll just mix it around and dump it in water.
That is so
Yeah,
sexual.
they make the fish come.
Damn.
Both fish.
Yeah.
Female orgasm in salmon.
Yeah, did you ever see those like porn videos where like a bunch of guys come into like a giant glass bowl and a lady like sips on it a little bit? Basically salmon husbandry. That's what bukkake is actually Japanese for salmon husbandry.
That's like the video of the Chinese girl eating that bowl of eggs. I love that video.
Ew, I
dude.
finally watched that where she just
Yeah. But then she has like a decanter of Kool-Aid that she guzzles first.
bro.
Possibly Kool-Aid. I don't know. It's some red drink.
Poor girls, man. Can you imagine how bad life could be if like your path to success is slurping one raw egg yolk at a time,
And you just do it all day.
and you're just like, damn, I could just be fucking.
Chinese influencers, you ever get into that? It's such a fucked up scene, dude.
Yeah.
Where they all like a bunch of them started streaming under underpasses in rich neighborhoods because the monetization is higher in wealthier neighborhoods.
No,
So
I didn't know that.
They all set up shop under these overpasses, and it's just rows and rows of these girls with ring lights and cameras just doing random shit on fucking like WeChat or whatever.
I did see like the agencies. So like Chinese influencers, like you could just sign up at an agency to be an influencer.
Really?
And they go,
I guess
okay,
that makes sense. Yeah.
here's your schedule. Here's how much you get to keep, and then they kind of turn you into a Pokemon. Like you basically sign over like your entire everything that you do. They're kind of just like, hey, why aren't you like smiling right now? Like and they just assign like a person to just like kind of buzz around you all day and just be like, hey, you're making a bad face. Make a different face.
The Chinese
And then
love
hold on.
doing that, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's fucked.
It's pretty fucking wild.
They love micromanaging.
Hey man, that's their thing.
They all sleep in file cabinets, dude.
That's a racist stereotype.
But
and
no,
then
dude, it's
and then you can, but if you're a Westerner, you can go over to China, and I think you kind of just show up and be like, I'm here for influencing. And
You
they
do
go,
white people jobs,
perfect.
right?
And then I think you get kind of like a better deal though.
That makes sense.
You get a better deal than the natives, and what they have you
The
doing.
howdies.
I think they have you doing it two ways. I think that they have you doing Chinese stuff where you're just like, this is better than where I'm from. And then they have you doing like Western facing stuff where you're just like, my old way of life fucking sucked. I really like this.
Dude.
I really like eating food that was fried in oil that they pulled out of sewers. This is far superior to what Westerners.
This dude that I know, his older brother is a chef, but then he went to China to go teach English, and this company like was trying to hire him to go to this seminar and speak as like an American and be like, yeah, the stuff that we're doing in China is pretty good. Joe Biden doesn't know what he's doing.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
They're the
dude.
most educated population on the planet. They have seemingly the most advanced intellects that we're even aware of, and then like they still just like rope in white people to be
Yes.
like, this is good, and everyone's like,
Yes. Yeah.
finally, dude, they're acknowledging us.
Literally, they just wanted a white person to like acknowledge Chinese policies and be like, and that's good.
And they go, yes,
They go, yes.
Yes, that's what the army looks like in movies. Yes, dude, they think we're doing good.
Yeah, there's an entire industry of like white jobs in China.
Yeah, they can do quantum computation in their brains just because of the amount of schooling that they have and like selective breeding. And it's just like, yeah, but when will John Cena give us a thumbs up from like a tarmac? I love watching white celebs talk Chinese.
It's so good. It's such a sweet untapped market if you're a big Hollywood celeb.
I gotta be honest, it's tempting, man. It's tempting to just get in on the ground level and work my way up.
I think it would be really cool. I think you just go to fucking Japan and you're just like you're like the face of toothpaste in Japan.
No, they're a little bit more clued in Japan,
but they still love. But you need to, if you're a celebrity, if you're a white celebrity, you'd be king there.
Yeah,
China, they'll take anybody.
I feel like Shaner would do great in Japan because he looks like a caricature.
He does. He looks like he could be in an anime.
He'd be like Dr. Death, Steve Williams or whatever, the pro wrestler. Like they love bringing over like white pro wrestlers that are just like big fucks.
Undertaker,
big fucking messy dudes.
Oh, the big show.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna fight a big American monster. Our people are so small.
My boy Schlack. That's where he makes all his money.
Really? They love taking like very skinny, slight Japanese men and like putting them in diapers and having them like run at a giant white dude. Just like try to stick to them like fucking like
you
a
can't make him
wall.
budge. Yeah, he just goes shoulder first, and the white guy doesn't move, and then obviously like a guy named like Satsuhiro Takanaki finds a way to win, and it's like
but he wins with like a big inflatable hammer. Just like ding ding ding, and then there's like boing sound effects,
and he becomes a god.
Yeah, and then the big white guy like spins around and falls over.
Yeah. I've seen it happen a million times, dude.
I'd love to get into some.
We should get into Asian influencing, not India. I can't believe it has to be said, but I'm not talking about doing Indian stuff. I'm talking about doing real Asian stuff.
We'd be like Uncle Roger. For you.
Oh, yeah, we could be white Uncle Roger and what will I do? I'll go, damn, nice.
Yeah, this is good.
That's pretty good peanut butter and jelly.
And then what's this?
What the heck?
Come
what are
on.
you doing, bud?
Whoa.
I'm going to do Uncle Tim in China. Hey, listen. I know our government system is inferior to China's, but that's not how we make steak.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa. What the fuck did you just say? Did you say Bing Chiling?
Bing Chiling? What the fuck is that, dude?
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
It's for like Pop Rocks.
Yeah, but that's Baltimore,
And that's Baltimore. What do we really stuck around the Inner Harbor a lot though in Baltimore proper.
We interacted with that cool homeless guy.
The guy that was talking about black fighters. Yeah, the Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman.
Floyd.
I only bet black.
Yeah, and that guy was screaming while being like homelessly overdressed. Homeless guys in the summer where they're wearing like 2 coats and 4 pairs of pants.
Yeah, they have to wear everything,
and they're screaming the answers.
Yeah, like they're in last place on Amazing Race, and in an early season of the Amazing Race, where if you come in last, they take all your belongings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he was also taking a bath in the harbor. He was really taking a nice bath in the harbor, which was nice because it was so warm out, and I was like, damn, if only I had your inhibitions, brother.
That stopped me from getting in the water. Yeah. Knowing that homeless guy feet were in there near where I would be.
I know, but I would. That's what I'm saying. If I didn't have any inhibitions, I would have hopped in.
Yeah,
it looked really nice.
10 out of 10 as far as Inner Harbors go.
Mm-hmm. There was also an HBCU store, a merch store, a Black College store that was on the Inner Harbor.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
There was
That's pretty funny, dude.
I wanted to get merch there. I would have I would have thought it was the Great Blacks and Wax Museum, but
well, this has been Racial Relations with Tim and Noah. No, it was. I mean,
it was fun. I'd go back.
This is my favorite thing so far. This is getting to do this stuff has been incredible. Yeah. And we haven't even gotten started. This is lap 0.
Truly, we have not finished season. We're not even halfway done season 1.
Yeah. we're gonna put out next week's. I'm gonna call it a masterpiece of an episode, the Prebble Frog poll. Or no, we're gonna take a week or two off, I think, and then put out the Prebble Frog poll, and then we'll close out this this first stretch strong
with some surprises in between.
For sure.
There's gonna be plenty of surprises,
and then we'll while we're dreaming up the next batch of big episodes, we're gonna focus on making like smaller stuff, just to goose the Patreon, just to give you guys something to chew on every week.
A little bit of extra credit.
More or less just like trying stuff out and see if it works.
Yeah. And I think it will. I think everything we've been doing so far has worked, and I think it's just going to keep going.
What a great mental space to be in.
Yeah. I'm hype on it.
I have to go. I mean, it sucks. I don't like recording stuff with bruises on my face, but I'm in the midst of
Did MJ hit you?
Intense boxing training. Yeah.
Is that what you have to say?
She couldn't reach this part of my forehead. She wouldn't have a shot, dude.
She didn't push you down the steps. She didn't knee you in the balls and push you down the steps, and then when you fell down the steps, she didn't step on your forehead.
No.
She didn't do that.
She didn't slap you, and then I held her wrists while she tried to like pound them into my chest, and I backed her into a wall. No, none of that.
That didn't happen.
No, I had a sparring round with a pro Muay Thai fighter, and he I don't know how to say it, beat the fuck out of me.
You've been trying to recover all week.
I've been like in a complete daze. I almost cried when I was done. When I was done, when I was done, and I was being told good job, and like, you know,
you're a battered husband, dude. They beat the shit out of you and said you needed that.
Yeah, he said, yeah. I like all my training partners was like, yes, dude, that's exactly how it needs to be done. You're they were gassing me up, and like this dude like torched me on purpose, not to prove a point, but to just be like, yeah, we're gonna throw you in the deep end and like start working from there. And when I was being told good job, I was just like, oh, like there's no way to describe it. Anyone who's like started out with training something like that knows that like you just become completely overwhelmed with just like, I don't know. Like your chemical receptors all flood themselves basically. Like there's no specific feeling that you have. You're just like,
yes, you've just been attacked. You're just working as hard as you can and just constantly being attacked.
Here's the thing: if I was getting like completely like just burnt, like I was getting unloaded on, and I had to like stop and be like, okay, that's all right. Point proven, you got me. That would be one thing, but it was like I had to like push through and not be stopped, and so it just lasted forever. It was 6 rounds of just getting like stomped into the ground.
Sounds like a nightmare, dude.
But it was so fun. Yeah. It's so fun and cool, and it'll all pay off on October 1st at Skankfest in sunny Las Vegas.
Ooh, what if it rains?
When I'm standing with my hands up, I'll fight. I'll do it in the rain. You ever see The Matrix?
Yeah. Shout out The Prodigy.
Well, speaking of, I do need to be making my way over. It's about that time right now. Danny, are we clear? We're all set.
All right.
Well, friends, thanks for joining us with another gentle chat about the fun that we're having, and just thank you for being here with us, and we can't wait to see you again.
Thanks for hanging out.